okay. So
dapper.
you've got reasonable armor protection. Go for a howl. I am going to drop your armor. Sure, they'll be here in just a second, so you might as well. And finally, drop a spectral blur on Aavak there. And we want to move slowly in this. Also, let's quickly have a look at this before. Subdue Raetommon. Do whatever you have to get the Magebane helm from Raetommon. Okay. They should be moving in. Good. Oh, there we are. Right. Now, let's have a quick look at you. Bane of Night, stanza 1. Plus 10.8 armor, arcane stolen. And minus 30 will defense because you're scared of kills in shadow. As you should be, a little scoundrel you. I'm mostly interested in you though, so let's keep watching that. Right, kills in shadow. Could you trample? You can trample a very short way and just knock this guy down. That would be great. There we go. He's down. Oh, the amount of death that we're going to apply to you. Oh, it's going to be truly, truly awful. I feel bad. Actually, no, I don't. That's a lie. False Pit would be good. Let's drop that. And Charge Fist, maybe. Can I get that Spectral Shadow going? I would actually very much like it. Also, I'd like to drop a guidance on me. There we go. Could you use Breaking Iron on him? Actually, no. Just set them all on fire. That's fine. That would probably be more useful. I could use Tidal Burst and perhaps even throw this one away. Right, get in there. Can I get you to actually use your weapon, though? I'd like you to skewer him. Okay, he's down. Perfect. And everyone got a little bit of extra healing because of it, which is glorious. Right, and... Rhyme Spike. Right there should do quite nicely.
Will do.
Right, we're up to Bane of Night stanza 3. Frightening nearby enemies. Good. You're currently rooted. Perfect. No getting away. This is really the end for you, by the way. Let's use this one. We'll just pick on a spit.
Well, that did nothing.
Control force. Very nice. And now he's on fire, which is glorious. He's just going to die to that, honestly, but may as well get a thrust in there.
Dodging is so unfair.
I know, right? Damn them for getting out of the way of my death blows. Charge Fist. No, I can't use Charge Fist. Why? Are you on the floor? You in some way stopped from doing anything? No. Is it perhaps... Not actually.
No,
I think he's down. Oh, yeah, he's incapacitated. Never mind. We were a little bit too strong. Or quite a lot too strong. I go to bed with Aavak stream and I wake up with you here. Porita. Hiya, Chef Brilliance. Granted, of the 4 options, I've chosen number 4 for my newest playthrough. Should be very fun. Barak is right across with me. Option 4? What? Oh, you're talking about the different paths through the game with Barak and iGame. Superwoman, looks like this button again. And 18 years... and it for 18 years, I'm now old enough to drink. I mean... Sure. Yeah, we can just scribble out the word month and replace it with years. I'm fine with that. Right, Raetommon sinks to his knees, coughing. He looks up at your bloodshot eyes wet with tears. How? The question is half-hearted and not really directed at you. How could this happen? I need the helmet, but I don't need you. Looks like your plans die with you. Honestly, you're You're a broken man. You've been broken for a long time. You're completely insane. You've killed loads of people. You are a force of instability. A really, really dangerous force of instability. If I let you live, I'd only have myself to blame when you become annoying again. So, I need that helmet. But I don't need you. Wrath ability. Indomitable. And let's have a look at that. So, Bronze Brotherhood. I'm so close to the Aura of Rage. That won't be too bad. Right, Indomitable. Passive. 1 per encounter. Effects. Delay unconsciousness for 4 seconds. That's not too bad. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. Finders Keepers. Extend the bridge. Use the torch keys on the beacons to extend the bridge and escape the Oldwalls. It's gone deep into the Oldwalls. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Did we get what I wanted? There we are. Scroll fragment. According to on the scroll, the charcoal imprint is rough and incomplete, leaving a full design and mystery. I'll take that. You know what? I should have a look at more of these. Broken helmet. Yep, sure. We'll take the torch stone as well. The Emir torch key. This fist-sized stone reflects bands of olive-coloured light as you turn it around in your hand. We've got Axe of the First Brother. Ooh, now this might be a big upgrade for you. Arcane Blast. It's actually lower DPS, higher armor penetration, but the Arcane Blast is what I'm interested in there. On weapon crit, damage 17 to 35 arcane. Raetommon's axe has seen significant use against a number of different foes. The much weathered and replaced wrappings along the haft have suffered fire damage and corrosion. The blade doesn't hold much of an edge, but the flat of the axe glimmers with ethereal purple light that you only perceive from the corner of your eyes. Yep, that's totally for kills and shadow. As for the helmet, though, Magebane helm. It's heavy armor. That's not great, but Arcane Unraveling. Plus 2.5 armor, plus 0.3 recovery, minus 5 deflection, plus 3, minus 3 accuracy. Okay. Plus 50 defense against spells. Wow. I like that a lot. And yeah, Marathi, the game has an interesting system where you can build loyalty and fear with companions, and favor and wrath with kind of organizations, I guess, groups. At level 1, it would get a new ability, Arcane Unraveling. Fire a bolt of energy that explodes in an area around the target, weakening and fatiguing all Bane inside the radius. Duration of these effects scales with the Magebane helm's renown. The Forgebound crafted this helmet toward the settlement of Lethian's Crossing from the Bane. The iron is polished to a fine sheen, and the sigils inscribed in the dark metal glow with power. The forces of Kairos have long eschewed ceremonial totems in favor of more practical items. A statue or otherwise more abstract symbol could invite analysis or interpretation, while a helmet is straightforward and nothing more or less than what it is. Even within the pragmatic confines of their art, the Forgebound seek perfection through iron. Enchantments are lovingly hammered into ore, and the shape of a piece is ushered through intentional stages of development. Yes, I think that's a slight upgrade. You've acquired the Magebane helm. Let's go ahead and equip the Magebane helm. Womp.
Yeah, I'll just hold on to this.
Yeah, forever. No one's ever getting that. I'll drop that off there. I mean, that's quite a nice axe. I will sell it for quite a lot of money at some point. Okay, there we go. Magebane. Alright, per 1 rest. Weakened to fatigued affliction for 30.9 seconds. You equipped a powerful artifact. I would have liked to have still had that. That would have been nice. But alas, the Staff of Horus is gone. I'm so glad that we were able to force him into fighting us instead of us having to fight this bloody thing. That would have been a nightmare. Alright, well I have no idea in what pattern we're meant to do this, but let's have a look. Charcoal, sunset, that's fine. Buy parchment. Mysterious missive. Passphrase. Where's that note that we took then? Say Torres notes. Ah. I'd like to just look at this at the order that they were given to me. If I could. Sage scroll fragment. 4 torch key sigils are drawn on the scroll fragment in a compass-like pattern. Okay. Right, I'm gonna assume that this is north for this. Oh. Hello!
Interesting.
I was not expecting to find anything there, my lord. And the blackened iron choker. Cursed. Plus 10 damage, minus 1 health, while health above 35% every 3 seconds. Yeah, no. The choker seems to shrink and tighten on its own accord. Blood chanters have been known to don such lethal accessories to satisfy some perverse delight. Yeah, no. That's fine, thank you. I'll have a look at that again. Oh, that's not the right one. No, that is also not the... Damn it. There we go. Okay. Oh. What? Okay. Sure, that's part of it. Absolutely. And then this one. Oh dear. Don't tell me I did it wrong. Well, poop. Did I do that wrong? No, I did not. I just didn't do it fast enough. Okay. Kill the Havoc. The Havoc escaped from its prison. You need to kill it before it can unleash the Bane on Lethian's crossing. Well, poop. To be fair, though, I did have the keys the right way, I think. But I just wasn't fast enough. Alright, well, you're likely to get messed up by a lot of things there. Let's get you into this fight straight away. Sirin, back out of this. Also, I kind of need my ability. I mean, artifact abilities. Let's let this fight happen. Okay, they're going to drop more on us, aren't they? Yep, they're going to be constantly dropping more on us. Okay. Well, it is... I want you to get Spectral Blur going. Thank you. No, me. Pull back. You are not allowed to be involved in this fight normally. Ah, oh, damn it. You're fighting soon. You are. You little scoundrel. Right, could you switch to weapons and just engage this one? That one is not going to take fire damage. Right, there we go. Okay, that's a good enough area of attack. I'm not sure that this is going to affect it, but we'll try False Pit. I would like to mess it up if I can. It's fine, I don't need it to move. Paralyzed. It's super fine. Let's have a look at you. Weakened, -5 might. Fatigued, -5 quickness. Dropping all of its armor effects quite a lot. Could we get more of an attack there? Now this one is weak to frost. Do I have a frost spell here? I do not. That's fine. Can I have your frost spell? Yes, Rhyme Spike. Let's go for it. I am actually completely frozen, aren't I? Yeah, that's kind of annoying, but alright. Okay. I believe the small ones are not immune to fire. They are not, no. So, that should be good. It's fine, just keep up the fight. Keep going for now. Need to take this one down as fast as I can. I would like to just pull you out of this fight, honestly, but Sure, let's get that magic going. Let's just buff them a little
I'll
bit.
tear your skeleton out by your ass.
I mean... That was great, but you've just basically left Sirin to deal with that now. I don't entirely approve. In fact, I don't approve at all. I think you're a bit of a jerk. Sirin is doing such good things for us, and you just abandoned Sirin. You massive, epic jerk. Okay, drop some more flames on them then. Yeah. Kind of hurting a bit. Yes, it did. Okay, that's one down. Good. Keep it up. It's almost gone, but we've got a lot more Bane coming our way. Unravel Minds. Tidal Blast. Yes, okay. Can I get that to work? Okay, we'll just use that one then. Keep it up. Okay, that really hurt. Could you focus your attacks? My lord. I feel rather vexed that you keep switching targets. If you just do what I told you to do, we'd probably be fine. We can probably knock you down if I just charge. I would like Sirin to be pulled out of this issue right now. Alright, go for that. Just knock him down if you could, please. Didn't actually knock him down, but that's fine. Alright, Aura of Pain. Go. As for your abilities, I don't have those available to me. Combo abilities, can't go for it. Go for a slice. Will you not just fight? Pick something and keep fighting it. My lord. Whilst she's wandering though, could you drop a heal on her? And Sirin, could you do the same? Because you can't reach it actually. The pathfinding of this, oh my lord, it leaves something to be desired. And by something, I mean a lot. Keep it up. Ouch. Get that heal off, thank you. Right, drop this. There could... Yeah, actually just... Oh, damn it, it's healed. It's already healed. That's annoying. Shock would be useful against you, but I'm not going to have that available for a little bit. Spectral Blur would be good.
Felt nothing.
Good.
Right.
Can we go with Pig on a Spit, perhaps? Yes. Let's go with Pig on a Spit. And you can use your armor cleave.
Better next time.
Is it really? Okay, it's going down, I think. Alright, what's it doing? Absorb Scourge. Absorb the enemy energy from a Scourge. Yeah, I should have been going for the little ones first, but that's fine. If I can actually do enough damage, I might be able to kill it in time. No, never mind. But it's fine. We should have this. Can you heal Verse again? Got a lot of healing coming Verse's way. And Verse was just massively buffed as well. Kills in Shadow, mind you, could do with a bit of a buff. Let's go for an Unravel Mind. Sirin, how are we doing? Let's go for Aria of Force. Let's go for all that crush damage, please. And Kills in Shadow. Do we have an extra? Oh, we don't really have much in terms of health to you, but we'll try our best. What on earth is that? I'm not liking that at all. Move out of the way. And heal yourself. Let's go for Electric Jolt. Absorb the energy from a Malice. Absorb the energy from a Scourge. Dispense. Immunity to hostile effects and targetable shielded for 500 damage.
Sorry, I can't.
Yep.
We'll strike better next time.
Good, get that heal. Maybe you should get out of whatever that is on the ground for now. Leave her alone, really. You massive jerk. And there it goes. Plus 20% damage. That's not fair, but alright. Right, let's go for Skewer. Let's drop Rhyme Spike on it with Mage Fire. False Pit on it as well, please.
Count on it.
Just get in there. It's immune to being frightened, that's fine. It just may not be immune to be... Well, actually, no, that would mean it's immune to everything, because frightened is the lowest effect. There we go, finally. Oof. Ignore the elements. Reputation ability unlocked. Hey, Lazarus, how you doing? Sorry, I was in complete tunnel vision mode there. Oh, that was rough. Are all of them going to pop? Yes. Thank goodness. That was pretty rough. I'll be honest with you. Wasn't an easy fight. We've got Seeker. Recipe Greater Healing. Oh, I like that. Yep. A diamond. Sure. And Seeker. What be you? You're accurate. Plus 5 accuracy. This is a javelin. Oh, right. It's a javelin. Right. It would have been possibly one of Versus items. One versus sisters items.
Will do.
Right, we've got one more to activate. There we go. Good night, Snickersnaps. It's very late on my side of the planet. I'll take care. Right, well, that was particularly amazing. And I wonder how many doors will be unlocked now as a result of that. If indeed any will be unlocked as a result of that. We'll have to see. But first and foremost, let's get up here and help out. I'm going to have to bring Lantry back through here. And hopefully find all sorts of amazing things. Master of the Forge, let's go and help you. Kill. Stab her in the heart. Free Zdenya. Remove Zedanya's bonds. I'm not going to kill you. She rubs the lump on her head. Diabolical ass. He knew he was no match for me on his own. She bows to you. Thank you. You have the gratitude of the Forgebound. Your fate is of no concern to me. I simply needed the helm. Go before I change my mind. Or Lethian's Crossing will be better off without the Forgebound being under anyone's control. I mean, I'm going to be a jerk either way. Alright then. I kind of feel like this isn't the best way to do this. Go before I change my mind. Zenya's eyes widen and she nods. As you wish, Fatebinder. I hope we do not cross paths again. Well, it was that or kill you, so I'm glad I didn't have to, but... let's have a look what's in this chest.
To pieces.
Also, elixir of finesse. Sure, we'll take that, but... Charge. Oh, this is an artifact weapon. On weapon crit, damage 30 to 45 shock versus endurance. Storm Wheel. Conjure storm clouds overhead, bombarding the area with lightning. Bolts of lightning damage foes in an area around the strike. Damage scales with the tempest's renown. Legend tells of a spire repeatedly struck by lightning until it crumbled to the ground. Amid the devastation left in its wake, ancient explorers found a conspicuous length of iron that seemed to have attracted and absorbed the worst of the storm's onslaught. After painstakingly shaping the iron into a capable weapon, the wielder was chastised for drawing violent weather during every hunt. The blade, dubbed Tempest, was hidden in the Oldwalls to keep its unpredictable energy under strict guard. Whatever fury the elements unleashed on this weapon has not diminished for its time spent in the Old Wall. The hilt vibrates in your hand, and the air around you feels constantly tense with expectation. Well, I mean, damn. That was a good weapon, but it's like, how can that even compare? Yoink.
Swing like swiping with claws. Beast woman knows. Yep, yep.
Oh, you're amazing. I love kills in shadows. Okay, right, let's take our levels. We got so much stuff to do. Well, suddenly we got all sorts of artifacts all over the place. Storm wheel, conjure, storm clouds overhead, bombarding the area with lightning, bolts of lightning, damage foes, blah blah blah. Yep, you equipped a powerful artifact. Forge bound. Yeah, they pretty much love us. So, we've got ignore the elements, +3 armor, fire, shock, and frost, stolen. That's quite cool. And elemental shield. Allied target, +20 armor. For 15 seconds. Wow. It's a short duration shield around an ally that grants them a large bonus to frost, shock, and fire. And then 15 seconds later, we can use it again, which is pretty lovely. Good night, pagan samurai. Right, return to Bled and Mark. Now that you have the Magebane helm, return to Bled and Mark in Ashwald. I will do this in time. But there are many, 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 many things I need to do first. Alright, first and foremost, I need more lore. Always more lore. Did I get more than one? No, I didn't get more than one. Ah, right, it's because Syrian is available. We'll go with this one, Syrian. Right. Okay, so I'm thinking of getting Resurgence. I really think that might be wise. In fact, yes. And then the next, we can go for Call to Battle. So as a companion, granting bonus might, wits, and vitality. This bonus increases based on their loyalty. Victory and defeat. Once per combat, when your health becomes critical, nearby allies have their damage and quickness increased. No, I think I'll probably go with this one. And then pop some more points in until we get to Undying. Because Undying sounds amazing, let's be honest. And Sirin. Focus Song. Learns precisely channel their voice towards nearby enemies, granted an accuracy bonus on their offensive songs. Or Sustained Breath. Maybe. I mean, that is quite nice, actually. Still, getting this one is probably going to be nicer initially. There we are. Right. Well, that was particularly amazing.
Right.
Can't get through that door anymore. We can, however, head down here. What just happened? Did that door just open? Oh yes, it does look like it has. Which means we'll be able to head back out again if we want to. Back into the area again if we want to. That's fair enough. But right now, let's head on back out. And see what they all have to say outside. I'd like to see how they feel about what we did. Oh! Well, that is not where I was expecting to be. How did I end up out here? Somehow I wasn't expecting to be here. I was expecting to be elsewhere. Alright. Fatebinder, it's good to see you're alive. With all the commotion coming from inside the old walls, Eldian was beginning to worry about you. He sent me to find you should you return. Without a garrison here to protect us, the noises were disconcerting to say the least. Everyone here will sleep a little better knowing you have returned safely to us. The challenges of the old walls could never keep me from protecting Lethian's crossing. I mean, I could do that. Well, the old man stopped worrying about me and start worrying about himself. Yeah, I'll go with that. We're grateful for your protection. He bows deeply and then runs off. I mean, you know.
On it.
Letting the little peeps know that I got their back. I am the subject of the spies. I've already sent out 16 hours. Sage L, Sage's Guild. May knowledge survive. Hidden truths. Okay. Dear Fatebinder Aavak, may this missive find you in able health. I write to you in hopes of striking a bargain with the court. By the laws of Kairos, I am a purveyor of lies. In my work for the School of Ink and Quill, I have written many texts, and while some of the particulars are at odds with history as taught by those loyal to Kairos, I truly believe that our work is not blasphemous, nor treasonous, and does nothing but exemplify the inevitability of Kairos. It is not my place to say what is and isn't worthy of censor. That duty, if I understand correctly, is yours. My offer is this. If you would preserve my text, I would submit my neck to any sentence you deem worthy without protest. My life is worth little compared to the texts that require my life's work of that required the life's work of countless sages. I understand such writings will likely need to be kept in a vault far from offending eyes. But if I can be assured our written echoes will live on, my flesh and blood are at the courts to discard. If you are amenable to my offer, seek me out. My current whereabouts are far from the ruins of the Vellum Citadel. See the reverse of this parchment for instructions. If you make your way to the location directed, I will seek you out. Glory to Kairos. Sage L. On the reverse of this missive is a charcoal sketch of what appears to be a small keep built alongside the mountain foothills. A map of the tiers is drawn in the corner, which, with a circle that seems to indicate this location, is in the Bastard tier, north and east of the Bastard city. Send a terse affirmation. Politely agree. Request more information. Send a refusal. Dear Lord or Lady L, if you are insincere in your desire to surrender to the court, you are welcome to visit Tunon, Archon of Justice, and seek audience with him at the Bastard City. I assure you the Archon sleeps very little, and time will be made for a proper hearing. Beggars cannot be choosers, and the guilty ought not to bargain with their only currency is guilt. Perhaps if you could provide me some more insight to your situation, I'd be less inclined to assume this is some sort of trap. Yes, I'll send that. I want to know a little bit more before I agree to anything. Right, travel the Shattered Bastion. Find its keepers, return to Bled and Mark. We've got that one sorted. Locate Isra at the Torn Strand. We'll be going there. Enlist the aid of the Forge Bound, not subject to Kairos law. Well, that's pretty much all of them, though. Venturing's Well, Seats of Power. That was fine. Helped Garrick escape. Widow's Revenge. Blind Ambition. And the Missing Shipment. I've got a lot of little things to do here. We're going to chat with you first. Thank you, Fatebinder, for helping me and my sister. I guess I didn't realize how unhappy she was. I was so focused on myself that I didn't see she was suffering because of it. She left Lethian's Crossing to pursue her dreams of exploring the tiers. I truly hope she finds her dreams out there. If you see her, please keep an eye on her. The tiers can be dangerous. As promised, here is what I owe you. No, I'm not going to ask for more. Keep your rings. You will need them more than I do if she decides to run off again.
Killing teeth have grown longer, sharper, and tougher than before.
Well. Okay, loads of people just got a bunch of things. You okay there? You got a hairball? Oh, my lord. My goodness. Okay, no, we're just going to keep stacking strength there. As for you, though, Adaption Frost requires 6 talent points, gain a permanent health bonus and reduction to all incoming frost damage. We're just making you into a hull tank, basically. Take care, Vaughn. Stance of Berserker Rage. In this stance, the damage taken is increased, but a large bonus to endurance and melee damage is granted. And Tamed Might. Greatly increase one-handed melee weapon damage, because instead of using two-handed weapons as one-handed. Okay. Relentless. Plus 10% hit perception, hit precision while has wounds. No. Pack Leader. Increases the number of enemies that Kills in Shadow can engage. Ooh, now that one's nice. That one is very, very nice. Yes. Kills in Shadow, you're gonna be able to tank even harder than before. Glorious. You've got something else to go. Oh, you got a level up bonus, right. Right, we need to go and chat with the Forge Bound. Do I have a favourite character? I mean, I like a lot of the characters. I wouldn't say I have a favourite. Okay. I wonder, can Kills in Shadow wield 2 one-hand weapons? I don't think she can. No, she can't. She doesn't have 2 weapon
Swing
slots.
like swiping with claws. Beast woman knows. Yep.
Right. Apprentice Garrick. Let's have a chat with you. Thank you for saving me from that foul place. The smith turns from the heat of her workspace. Her form limbed, lined, I imagine, in a shimmering orange glow. She hangs her heavy, sigil-carved hammer from her apron, the magical flames licking the length of its head, doing her no harm. Fatebinder, what brings you to the forge? Laura sets down her hammer, then wipes her hands on her apron, an action that serves only to further muddle the sweat and soot on both. I could free my friend from his armoured prison. I hope you would examine Barrack. You obviously always seem so happy to see me. I'm going to do this. I hoped you would examine Barrack. Did the adjudicator not issue an injunction against precisely that action? Indeed, he sent the decision by bird to each of the guild workshops. However, that's not exactly against the adjudicator's degree, is it? That was his decision. Now I'm deciding otherwise. As a Fatebinder, I speak with the Archon's voice. If you merely look him over, that is true. Allow me to state this in no uncertain terms, Fatebinder. The Forge-bound swore an allegiance to Tunon, the Adjudicator, the Archon of Justice. We do not easily forget that oath, nor do we rush to circumvent it. Our fastidiousness is not limited to our craft. I mean, I could go with that one. I don't suppose you know any skilled smiths who lack your ironclad sense of loyalty. You ask me to be an accomplice to your crime? Kind of. There may be an individual who can help you. Rumour has it that there's a mage smith of some manor in the Stone Sea. By all rights, she should have been killed, so I assume that she's worked out a deal with the glowing green bastard Naret. I cannot provide you with a name, but you might ask around Halfgate if you have the misfortune of being in that area. I appreciate it. Goodbye, Fatebinder. So as I'm concerned, this conversation never occurred. Well done. Okay. So, without the aid of the Forge-bound, there's no way to help Barrack. Search for a specialized smith that would not be opposed to disobeying Kairos law. With wealth and influence, you may be able to hire a loyal smith and provide them with a forge at which to work. An awakened spire might make the perfect location for the smithy. You have heard of a mage smith in the Stone Sea. I'm not going to build a smithy yet, or at least not for a while. You did spears and they were disgustingly good, really. I've actually not even looked at spears. There's so much you could do in this game. I absolutely intend to play this again. And I will probably have a very different character that will probably also become a mage, probably because magic is so ridiculously good, probably. But outside of that character, I will play things very differently in other ways. Now then. One-handed is not sword and board, but it doesn't seem that Kills in Shadow can ever wield 2 one-handed weapons. Other people can, though. Verse does. Aavak, the main character, does. Right. Hello, Deya. Have you settled my blood debt? Deya's voice trembles, her body weary from sobbing. You killed your wife and you tried to frame Sandro. How dare you accuse? Her tear-streaked eyes widen with surprise. That's so absurd, I can't even... She clutches her head in her hands, bawling. It's preposterous, I couldn't... Deya's face turns from flushed to stoic in the blink of an eye. She folds her arms before her and she smiles. Well, aren't we sideways? I thought I had gotten away with it. She looks down at her feet. Can't blame me for trying, though. A sly smile crosses her lips. You know, Fatebinder, with Phaedra gone, I have inherited everything she owned. Perhaps there is something I can offer you, should you decide to leave things be. Athletics 53. What? I can't even fathom what this is going to be. But there's a part of me that's kind of horrified by what it might be. Because I have no intention of taking a bribe. I'm not fond of rings. And I don't have any further questions. Although maybe I should ask. I don't know. It's not a bribe if you backstab them later. I have no idea what athletics would be a part of this. Let's have a few questions. Why hail a Fatebinder when you were the one who murdered your own wife? I thought that would have been obvious. If I was the one who flagged you down, you'd be less likely to suspect I was the one who killed her. I was hoping you'd just take my word for it and kill Sandro for me, but apparently he didn't have a mind to keep his mouth shut. Why kill her now rather than earlier? I wasn't originally planning on doing it myself at all. Phaedra was supposed to die when Kairos' armies came to Lethian's Crossing. That was the only reason I actually married the little half-wit. I met Phaedra in the Bastard City. I didn't take long to learn that she owned a sizable piece of land. I courted her for a while, and then Kairos invaded the Tiers. By that time, I had Phaedra right where I wanted her. She was desperately in love with me and wanted us to be together forever. But she wasn't willing to marry me just then. So I stayed with her as we travelled around and eventually settled here. Kairos' forces followed soon after. Her armies quickly occupied Lethian's Crossing and subjugated the town. Phaedra was gravely injured that year. Didn't think she would survive to see the next season, so I convinced her to marry me before it was too late. She agreed, and for a time I thought it would all work out in my favour. She'd be dead, and I'd own the town. Wait, how do you know Kairos is a woman? See, this is... I'm not actually interested in my character asking this question, so I'm not going to do it right now, but I personally am interested in that, because Tunon has been ambiguous or whatever. Most people talk about Kairos as a man. It's only a bribe if you leave survivors. Otherwise, it's just loot. Well, I mean, I guess that's true, actually, yeah. Kairos, she obviously recovered. Thanks to Sandro, he wouldn't leave Phaedra alone. As her friend, he was determined to nurse her back to health, and the fucker succeeded. Over the course of a few weeks, he destroyed my years of planning. So you have to change your plans. I've thought of many different ways to remove Phaedra from my life, but none of them were good enough to absolve me of any potential guilt. When the Bronze Brotherhood attacked, I figured it would be a good way to disguise my involvement with her death. But Sandro saw me. That little worm ruined everything. I had to deal with Phaedra's body before I could chase him down. By the time I was able to locate him, he'd put on some Bronze Brotherhood armor and was following them out of town. Yeah, I'm not going to pick that one, because if I studied the Tunon's feet, I probably would have picked up his way of referencing them. But it is an interesting one, because almost everyone else refers to Kairos as a man. Okay, let me ask you something else. Why was the necklace so important to you? It's not really. I just wanted it as proof that Sandra was dead. I was going to keep it around as a trophy, a reminder that in the end I won. I mean... No. No, you actually do disgust me. That's unfortunate. She slides her hands up to her ear, pulling from her hair a long, slender pin. Brandishing the makeshift weapon, she throws herself at you. And then dies instantly, because really? Really? Interestingly, let's have a look at where that's put me with Lethian's Crossing. A little bit of wrath, but not much. It really won't matter. Wait. You killed Daedra for murdering her wife. Unfortunately, you didn't have time to tell anyone about her misdeeds. It's fine. Maybe I should have gone and spoken with a couple of other people first, but it's fine. I don't really foresee there being much of an issue here. Sure, we'll just drop this there. Kills in Shadow, could you trample? Sirin. Do Sirin things. Because of Bolt. I very much doubt you're gonna... You're not gonna even remotely survive this. I'm just doing this for the sake of feeling good about finishing you off after killing your wife. Go on. There we go.
That's how it's done.
Indeed. And also healed as well. Alright.
I got it.
Deya's necklace. Quality fine. Grace. +1 finesse. This necklace feels weightless. The chain no more substantial than fine silk. Right, there we go. That's all done. What else? Is there anything else I need to do in Lethian's Crossing? Missing shipment. Fortunate weapon shipment. Take the weapon shipment back to Lord. Oh, I've got to deliver that one. Leave no one behind. Oh, okay. So
Yes.
why couldn't I hand those questions before? I guess I had to talk about Barrack. Oh well.
Will do.
Come on then, Master of Tampering. You've returned. Laura turns to face you, her body covered head to toe in charred hues, chest rising and falling under the strain of laboured breathing. There is always more demand for iron than there is time in the day. She removes a set of heavy canvas gloves and balls her fists, the joints of her fingers cracking in unison. You did well, Faintbinder. Zdenya's capture put us in a difficult position. We're duty-bound to continue our work at all times, but there were plenty in the forge that wanted to use their hammers to pound Brotherhood skulls, not iron. I may be of assistance. Okay. I found the missing weapon shipment for you. Slugfist gauntlets. Thank you for finding our missing weapons, Aavak. A sigh of relief escapes her. We almost had to leave the forge idle for the day on account of material shortages, and we've no desire to find out what will happen if we don't meet our quota. Add losing those weapons on top of it, and who knows what we'd be subject to. We have to get everything repaired and back in the right hands. She attempts a good-natured laugh, but it falls flat. And I also found your apprentice. Scroll, sigil of material... Ah, there we go. Expression. You've lost the Forge-bound shipment. I've already spoken to him. The young weasel thought he could find rare metals in the Oldwalls, did he? I'm more impressed that he returned with his life than anything that he might have found. Thanks for your hard work, Fatefinder. You deserve a reward, at least. Okay, I gotta get going. Well, that was bloody awesome. Also, first just got to level up. Hooray! Right then, Burst. I'd kind of like to increase your attack damage, honestly, a little bit. Now, go to the call. Weapon crit, 14 to 18 slash damage. I mean, that is quite nice. Fury's Embrace is also quite nice. Gravedigger, no, we don't need that one. Killing Spree, strike 2 times with basic attacks for 15 seconds. No, I don't think that one's going to be the one going for. No, we're going to go with Blood Call to Calls to Blood. There we are. Now, let's have a look at these items. So, Material of Physical Force. This scroll contains a magical expression, which is used in spells that alter a target's weapon. Okay. So I can have enchanted weapons now. Oh my lord, that's amazing. Slugfist Gauntlets. Weighted. On weapon crit, foe target versus endurance. Prone for 1 second, range 6 meters. I mean, that's nice, but I don't have anyone who would wear that. In the party, at least right now. I can always give it to Barak later. Okay. I think we've just about handed in every Lethian's Crossing thing. Yes, we have. Okay. So, Weight of Aegis, the fire inside, that's still outstanding. Finders Keepers, return to Blood and Mark. And Hidden Truth, travel to the Shattered Bastion. Finders Keepers is definitely something that we need to do. Definitely something we need to do. I also need to take Lantry back into Oldwall. Let's find out. How am I sitting with anyone else? My boss first. I'm doing okay so far with my boss. Voices in the Rat. Yeah, it doesn't like me. So Blood and Mark pretty happy with me. Raven Ash hates me with a passion. Tempest. I mean, we've got these. Sirin, not bad. Kills in Shadow. Still not up to the first tier. Same with Ebb. Verse, I've got both Wrath and Loyalty. Barak, just Wrath. Lantry, mostly Loyalty. Okay, but let's have a quick look then. So, can I get that? Yes, I can. Sigil of Material Force. What does this do? Polish Arms. Allied target. +4 armor penetrated by attacks for 45 seconds. Reinforce an ally's weapon, granting armor penetration to the weapon's attack. And this one, on weapon crit for 45, damage 12 to 21 fire. Okay. Accidentally uses fire and brimstone to cause material force spells to damage foes in a line. So I'm assuming that this like slashes out forward like some sort of straight line. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look at you. Damage 12 shock, foe AoE, 12 to 18 shock. Imbue a weapon with shocking energy, granting additional shock damage to attacks and triggering electric explosions on weapon critical hits. Or I can also add this. On weapon crit to hit. So yeah, I've just added another one in. Yeah, length 10 meters, whereas that one's a radius. Did that one have anything particular on the crits? No, it didn't have a crit version. What about Frost? Weapon hit. Coated target's weapon in Frost, causing attacks to deal additional Frost damage and slow enemy movement speed. Can this have one? No. What about this one? No. Life. Can I make it a life weapon? No, unfortunately. That is a shame, because that would have been awesome. Ignite Brand. Light your target's weapon aflame, causing all attacks made with the weapon to deal additional fire damage, but doesn't set them on fire, which makes me super sad. So yeah, it looks like Charge is probably the best one. An electric weapon. That's probably the best one to go for, I would say, out of the spells that we've got. But that's pretty cool. We've got a brand new sigil. Super happy with that. And I think that's probably where we're going to wrap up the stream tonight. We've been going for 9.25 hours. It is currently 8:30 in the morning for me. Egad. So much for ringing Casa to give her to wish her a good night. I'll be ringing her to wish her a happy morning at this rate. But that's going to be it. I really do hope you've all enjoyed tonight's stream. I am super happy to have been back on it. We will be returning to Tyranny a couple of days probably. I want to stream some more Tier 2 before I jump back into Tyranny, and also some other games as well. I've got a short list of games that I think I would enjoy streaming and then uploading onto YouTube as VODs as well. But that's going to be it from me. So thank you for joining me, everyone, and for those who are possibly watching from YouTube land, I hope you're enjoying the series so far.